as usual, to break the myths, okay, that people are thinking. I'm going to start right away with the myths.
Super.
Um, what is the take on burned roti causing cancer?
You see this. I think the most overused, abused word in social media is cancer. Simply because when you use the word cancer, people pay attention. Right? It is a scary thing. Right? We all know somebody in the family who has it. So immediately when this egg causes cancer, burnt chapati causes cancer, you'll immediately click, and that's the primary goal. You want people to click. Once you have done your job. You've got your ad revenue. After that, you can say whatever you want. See, the fact of the matter is that. The right title for those videos should be, if you burn your chapati to complete black and then you eat that chapati for 10 years, you might have a slightly increased chance of cancer risk. Doesn't make for a very catchy title. It's easier to say burnt chapati causes cancer. No? So I think what people normally forget is that the amount of that burnt substance, acrylamide or any of those other things that you have to consume over a sustained period of time, and also have many other bodily weaknesses, metabolic issues, others, that makes your body harder to deal with these kinds of things. Your liver is stressed to deal with these things. Then you're increasing your cancer risk and so on. But I think, so people forget that you are driving in a polluted city with that AQI. Those are far, far, far bigger risks than the tiny risk that your chapati. So I think it's a fundamental problem is people forget the denominator size. This is such a trivial risk that people are completely overthinking these things.
That's the dose dependent.
Completely dose dependent, right? See, and again, sometimes what I find interesting is that the creators in social media have now realized that people like finding out, oh, here is a paper that showed, etc., right? Even then, they forget that the studies will be done on rats, right? And the rat was not given chapati. Rat was directly injected acrylamide over. That's not how we eat, right? So I think people just forget that human body is not like rats. At best, it gives you an indication that, yes, it's a substance you don't want to consume in large amounts. But again, all you have to be worried about is, in your daily life, what are the chances that you'll get anywhere remotely close to that dose? And even the recommended allowed dose, etc., itself will be 1,000 times more, 1,000 times less than the amount that caused the damage in rats. So you have enough buffer actually. People just completely forget that.
And the concept here is that the high heat can cause this chemical called acrylamide is what we're talking about.
So that's one of many things. So as you continue to burn food, eventually you will get ash, you will get other blacker substances so these basically all these food molecules will break down into these smaller other carbon-based molecules that are not necessarily good for you. But we intuitively, the moment when something is fully burnt, we don't eat actually, right? See, at best you're eating a tandoori type thing with a few blisters. That brown one absolutely adds to taste, right? But you're never, unless you're eating barbecue and tandoori like every day, 3 times a day, right? You don't need to worry about these things at all.